Hey guys, welcome back to Open It and Play. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I bought a Beast figure from eBay and I wanted to give you a look at it. Now it's not complete because it is missing some parts, but hopefully this is helpful to some of you who were considering buying this figure. I hope that they're going to release a new Beast for the X-Men 97 line either later this year or next year. But so far it's kind of slim pickings for Beast if you didn't buy the lab coat version. I have the lab coat version, but I wanted one more Beast for my Avengers display, and that would be him wearing these little briefs. So I guess you can say briefs. Briefs, boxers, something like that. But Beast is a member of the Avengers also, but his Avengers version doesn't get very much attention. So generally his toy version for the Avengers has been completely neglected. I think this gray version of Beast, he's supposed to be one of the first iterations of when he mutates, when he's trying to cure his mutant quality. He's very insecure about that part, so at first he thinks his intelligence can be used to cure his problem. But finally he's more accepting of it, but I think he's often kind of a torn character that kind of goes back and forth. But so if we look at his accessories, he comes with just these few accessories here. We have a pair of alternate hands. One of them is this kind of brilliant, sorry, it's not quite in focused. One of them is this kind of brilliant open hand that is actually made really wide, so you can pose him to stand on one arm or stand on one hand. That's a really cool quality for this figure. And the other one is a punching fist. Now I really wish he came with two punching fists, because that's kind of I don't know, it's sort of like, to me, one of the bare minimums for most superheroes. Obviously some characters don't use their hands to punch, but many do. This guy's a physical fighter and he also uses his brain a lot, but he should be able to punch with both hands. So, and then you also have this alternate look, which is like the Jim Lee sculpt of the Jim Lee style artwork as the basis for this sculpt. But it's kind of a missed opportunity. It doesn't sorry it doesn't really depict the same image or aesthetic that we get from this. Just looks a little bit too different to me. But either way, it's appreciated. It's another head. So, and if we look at Beast himself, so he does have this kind of grinning, friendly smile head. I really like that, and it looks a lot closer to his Avengers appearances. The atmosphere is much warmer than the other head, obviously. But he's got the little boxers that I talked about before, and he's got an abundance of gray fur. But one thing about this guy is he's just so huge. So when Beast is on the Avengers, he's usually depicted as a shorter character, but this one really is too huge. So if we compare him for some reference, here he is next to Iron Man. It's when they're side by side. So he's taller than Iron Man. He's taller than Captain America. He's just a huge guy. So it kind of stinks that they didn't release a Avengers version of him, but for us Avengers fans, we are not expecting an Avengers Beast anytime soon. So the best option would be to get this one and kind of roughly repaint him, or try to customize the X-Men one to depict this version. But since that one is running for a really high price right now, I decided I would try to go with this guy. So I'll let you know if it turns out. If we see this figure, his hands, he has kind of a gripping hand here. So this is a pretty cool hand. You can balance something in there. You could use it to look like a claw attack. And his other hand is a little bit more of a closed, slightly open, but more closed hand. And you could use that probably as a trigger finger hand if you had some weapon or some tool for him. But basically he can grip something that's a decent size. So, okay, and we'll look at his articulation. He can look up that far. He can look down that far. His head is on a disc hinge, but you don't really get much side-to-side attitude from this beast. So, okay, and then he has really nice butterfly joints that will get you all the way back there and a decent amount forward. It's not the best forward, but it's not too bad. So, and then he's got the usual joint for his shoulder hooked onto that butterfly, but it doesn't go up real high because of restrictions of the hair sculpt. And then you've got the bicep cut, got double jointed pinned elbows that will get you that far, and he's got this kind of horizontal hinge here. So I think this one is horizontal too. Yeah, they're both horizontal. Then he has a diaphragm joint that'll get you over that far and over to the opposite side that far. Combined with the ab crunch, you can go back that far and you can go forward this much. So quite a ways. Okay, he doesn't have a twist at the waist, but he can kick up that high, but you can't make his legs any straighter than that. That's one of the drawbacks for this figure. It's a great posability, but you can't kick up high very well. If they gave him drop down hips, that would solve the problem, I think. But okay, and then he has a thigh cut, but it's really stiff on mine. And then he has double jointed pinless knees that will get you back that far. And his ankles will go back like that and forward like that. His toes can articulate down that far and up that far. And of course he has ankle pivot. So this is a really well designed figure. I just wish they would make him in a darker blue with these tights and scale the figure down by about 10%. Oops, now he's out of focus. But okay, thank you for joining me for this look at Marvel's Beast, the Uncanny X-Men Retro Package Marvel's Beast figure. That thing was torn to shreds, so I'm sorry I didn't focus much on the box. And he didn't come with the accessories here. That was a book and a pair of glasses. So I'm sad I don't have those, but I think that the book released with Dr. Doom is basically the same book, so no big loss for that. And the glasses, I can use some other figures' glasses that I have. So anyway, I'll quit blabbing. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.